Vroom, 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 vroom. Honk, honk. Get in, losers. We're going struggling. Vroom, 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 vroom. Hey guys, welcome to another ride in the struggle bus, where every wheel is an empty triangle. Today we have another Riding with Friends for you, and today I'm going to be playing against a new teacher. His name is Kango, and before we get into his introduction, I just need to point out that he doesn't have a camera, so I needed to use some top tier animation and editing techniques to get a visual representation for him. So I really hope you appreciate that. Anyway, before we get into the details, I'm going to give him some time to introduce himself and tell everybody who he is.
Hello everyone, I'm Kango9, I'm an 8th Dan Fox player and I started a Go school 3 weeks ago. If you would like to see what I'm doing, you can visit my website, kango9school.com. Also the first lesson is free, so don't hesitate to try it out. I think you'll like it, so let's have fun together.
So that is Kango. Obviously, he's a very strong player, strong teacher. If that's something you're interested in, go take a look at his website. I've got it in the description for the video. So what we're going to be doing today is he and I are going to be playing a game. We're both going to be individually discussing the thoughts of the game. So I'm going to be recording separately. He's going to be recording separately. And then you're going to get to see the different mindsets and thoughts about how the game is going, what moves to consider. So you can see what I think about in the game and what a stronger player thinks about. And it's interesting to compare and contrast those ideas and see how the game goes. So that is the intent of today's video. It's a fun game. It's a pretty long one, so maybe go get some popcorn or something. And anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this little collaboration that we've got going on and enjoy the game. So let's hop to it. Vroom, 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 vroom. Okay, here we go. We are playing against Kango. I'm sure this is going to be a really easy game. I really don't think we're going to have any problems with this one. Anyway, even though we are playing a stronger player, we are still going to be following the basics. I'm going to play, I like playing a 4-4 and a 3-4. I'm going to face his 3-4, and then I'm going to go approach his corner, following the basic rules of corners before sides, before center. So let's see how our friend responds to this move. He chooses to pincer. That is fine. We have some options. We can run out, or what I'm going to do is attach here. Unsure if this is a variation you are familiar with or not, but we will go over it. Okay, so often white will cut instead of playing this Hane, but this Hane is fine. We can extend, and white will often play something like e2 right here. But let's see what our friend chooses to do. He plays e2. We have two options now. We can play this Kosumi, or we can play the slightly more aggressive knight's move. And so I'm going to choose to play the knight's move here.
Let's see what he wants to do. Okay, he wants to put pressure. This is normal. I just need to extend. We don't need to overcomplicate things, so an extension is good enough. We don't need to start a fight too early. The best way in Go is to just try to make your strong groups early as possible and then make points from them.
And our friend chooses to back off. So the question now is, we have this cut. How do we feel about the cut? Little hard to say. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press onto this group here, keep it a little lower, try to get some more strength for our group here, acknowledging we do have a cut here, but we can mitigate that with some shenanigans later. Hopefully, we'll see.
Oh, now he started the fight. Okay. Now we need to find a way to make a life with this group on the corner. We have two ways to do that. We either play b3 and make eyes on the corner, or we jump out with e4. And I think I like e4 a little bit better. Just keep his pieces separated. That's a good principle. Usually when your opponent has cuts, if you cut him and you protect all your pieces, it's easy for you to win fights.
And he chooses to break through. That's fine. So we can go and play this. We could look at playing this. I'm going to choose this one right here, just as a means of connecting up, getting strong. We can treat this as a peep later. It's fine. The stone is not terribly important right now. Our group is alive and strong on the outside, and so that is fine.
If you separate the opponent's pieces, it's easier for you to fight. Let's see what he's going to do. Maybe g3, I think. I think g3 is a reasonable move. But if he plays g3, I'm going to play one more.
So is this move sensei? I do not think this move is sensei. So I think we can play away now. I'm going to go break this up a little bit. I'm going to choose to approach this 3-4 stone. We're going to play low this time. Because white has some strength over here, I think it's better to play low than to play high.
Oh, okay, he plays somewhere else. I'll play something like this just to create influence on this part of the board. Let's see what he's going to do. Maybe he will jump.
Our friend likes pincers. That's if, hey guys, if you need to learn pincers, this just might be your guy. Okay, so here we can attach or we can jump out. In this case, I'm just going to jump out. I'm going to play the 2-space extension, move a little faster. Since this stone's a little farther away, we can get away with this. But this is going to turn into a pretty complicated game pretty quickly, which is what happens when pincers are played.
Oh, he jumped. Wow. I didn't see that for a long time. That was a Joseki back then, a few years back, but now almost no one plays it anymore. I don't think it's necessarily bad, it's just uncommon to see. I will just extend, protect my pieces, my groups. Don't let him attack me.
Okay, and so white jumps as well. We're going to shoulder hit now. And so all we're looking to do now is get some influence, get some strength to kind of mitigate what this stone was looking to do. When your opponents pincer you, it's them changing direction. So this was Kango saying, corner was not important as this side. And so we can, we'll still be able to take the corner. And so now we're just exchanging strength on this side. We're keeping him low on the third line while we are getting fourth line stones. And so this should be even. White's getting points. We are getting influence.
He put pressure. That when I see this move, what I'm thinking about is that he wants to create influence in the center and he wants to create a Moyo eventually in the future. So now, if he plays R8, it's going to hurt me a little bit. So I think I will be the first one to play this move. I will let him create a wall for the center, but I'm confident that in the future I can destroy his influence.
Okay, and so now he approaches this corner. And so with his approach here, often I'll Tanuki this and allow the double approach to happen. But in this case, I am just going to back off, try to secure the corner. Gives him a little less here. This I will Tanuki, however.
Okay, now I have center. Usually when we have center, the best way to play is just to find a big area to make points, right? This is the easiest way to create territories. I think I have two choices now, either O17 or D15, something like that. I think those both are good. I don't know, maybe H5? That might be a move. Do I like that? I do like that, but I think I like O17 better. So I think I will play that instead. I don't want to create too many fights in this game. Just keep the things simple. Usually when you follow principles, it's easier for you to get an advantage, right? Because principles are there to help you understand easier how to manage your positions. Of course, principles are not always right. Sometimes there are exceptions. But usually if you follow principles in 99% of the situations, you are going to be fine. And of course, there are a lot of principles, so you can follow whatever you think are good. That's one of the things I like about Go, actually, because there are a lot of styles, different styles, so you can play on influence, you can play on strong groups, you can play on tactics, just killing him. You can play whatever you think is good. There is not only one good move, there are a lot of good moves. So play whatever you like, whatever you think is good, and try to play it as better as you can. Now I just extended because I need a base to make twice.
Though, because we have Miai between R17 and just being able to connect up. So this group is not in trouble. So this is not Sente. I'm not going to respond to it. We have one more corner, so I am just going to go take my extension here. And this puts a little bit of pressure on this group. The group is fine, but we can potentially pressure it and or attach at C11.
Oh, he played on the other side. That's an interesting move. Now let's get back to H5. Just create more influence on this part of the board. And also in the future, not now of course, but in the future if I get a few moves here on the center, I might even attack him and create some problems for him. But of course not now, because now he's the strong one.
Okay, so white is looking to extend here, potentially pressure this group while developing the bottom. So the question is, are we okay with how large this bottom is potentially getting? And I think we are. And so I probably want to pressure these two stones now, which will help get strength for this group, which is already strong enough. But if we can get a fight going in this direction, then maybe I'll be able to reduce this a little more actively if I've got a strong group in the center of the board. And so there are two ways I can go about that. I can just go take, I can play a move like this and get the strength in the center, or I can play a move like this and force white out and chase. In this case, I think I am going to play here, just threaten this group a little bit, and as white moves out, we can move out as well.
I think he might think about an invasion. That's what I would think about if I was black. So maybe key 3 or key 4. That looks good for me. Maybe L4, even L4 looks good. Oh, he wants to attack me. Okay. We just need to go in the center to be sure that we are alive. And also, like I said, putting pressure on the group.
I'm going to start with this peep and ask white, how do you want to connect?
He threatened a cut. I can protect it in two ways. Either this one or this one. I think I like this one slightly better.
And so he chooses to connect on the bottom, which leaves us this cut. We can take the cut immediately, which I am really considering doing. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the cut immediately. Often you can leave that, but I do want to take the cut. So I don't want to take the cut anymore, guys. I realized that this was a mistake, which happens because goes hard. Remember, goes hard. If I play here, he gets to Atari and then break through. And is my group really okay? I am not so sure about it. So maybe we aren't going to do that. Maybe instead we could play something like this. And yeah. It's unfortunate, team. But I think I made a little bit of a whoopsie there, and that's okay.
And now he might play E9, I think. E9 is a good move. Because if he doesn't, and if he casts me on the C11, I can go out with Atari, he gets out, Atari, he gets out once again, and he feels very weak in the center after that. So I don't think C11 is a good move. But E9, it's still a good move. He's protecting his pieces, and yeah, I think I have a lot of cuts. I don't think there is anything better than E9, in my opinion. Usually you don't want to start a fight when you are not the stronger one. Oh, and he played it. Yeah, that's a good move. Congrats. Wow.
But now this cut is real. And, we were looking just to get strength in the center. And this will do that. And it does. White does end up fixing that cut. So can we leave this? Can we Atari this? It's tough. I do think I'll take the Atari here. Because if we do end up getting a Panuki, it's pretty strong. So he can't let us do that. So he did choose to save the stone, which is not surprising. I think I'm just going to extend here, continue to just develop some strength in the center. Again, that way we can look at an invasion like K4 or even K3, J4, something in this area, and we'll have a lot of help as we run out. So that is the main goal here. If black cuts, that's fine, because we can actually sacrifice these 3 stones.
Now, if I was black, moves like L5 or K5 or moves like this, I think that's really good, because if you play something like this in this area, right, even K4 or something like that, it's center and it forces white to respond, and then you can get a wall to make points in the center. So I think, and that's a good idea when you want to create a moyo, when you want to create a territory in the center. The best way to do it is to play center. So for example here, L5, L4, those moves are very good for him. Oh, he still played this one. Can he kill me? That's the question. I don't think he can. Whatever he plays, I don't think it's a threat for me now, so I think I will jump with something like this. That helps me improve my structure, and it destroys his influence.
And so white kind of sees that this was potentially our target. And so he went and protected it. Seems a little small from my perspective, but I bet it isn't. But this is probably not something I would have considered playing. So is this sente? Absolutely not. Where's the biggest area on the board? It's got to be up top. So we could look at taking the corner, finishing the corner now, or potentially just attaching to this stone to develop the top. And I actually think that's what I'm going to do. We have the rule that says not to attach to weak stones, but we can attach to strong stones. And so this is me just saying, I consider your stones strong. So if they get stronger, that's fine. And I'm going to use this to help develop the top. That is the intent of this move.
Okay, what he played, it's a reasonable move. I like that. I don't think that's a bad move. Now I have, I think, 3 moves. I think about it. So either M17, N16 or R17. Maybe the best move it will be N16 or R17, but I don't think M17 is as good, because I will have a lot of cards, but I want to see what he's going to play here. I'm curious to see. It's a probing move, right? I want to see if he wants either to play on the other side or in the center, on N18 or N16.
Okay, and so he decides to pinch. There's really only one response. We're certainly not going to slink away. We have to extend, right? We can't Hane. We have to extend. We're not going to play a second line. So we are going to move into the center of the board, get our 4th line stone, and white will connect here. The question is, can we play this? It requires us to have this ladder or this ladder. Actually, we need to have both ladders. So in this case, we do have this ladder and we do have this ladder. So I think I'm going to cut on this side. This is the side that I would probably prefer to get, and let's see how our friend responds to this.
Oh, okay. He played this one, and now I played this one. Now it's an important idea for him. Should he cut on O18 or M17? Or M18, sorry. Which one? The way we think about this is we cut on the other way we want to take the piece. So for example, if we think that M17 is much better than O17, we cut on O18 first, because if we cut on O18 exactly, now I'm forced to play P18. He cuts me, I capture him, and now he gets the stone that he wanted. If he wanted to kill O17, the move that he should have started is M18. Then I would have attacked him. I can put it on the board. Yeah. So if he wants, just really fast, if he wants to kill this stone, I think the best way for him is to play like this. Cut here first, and now get it. If he wants to get not A stone but B stone, the first move he should start with is this one. Because now if I connect, my structure is very bad. And if I capture him, he can get up his very easily. That's interesting. So he wants to take this piece. I will let him.
If he connects, I'm going to capture this stone. If he Ataris, I'm going to Atari here and ladder this stone. Okay, and so we Atari's there, we will Atari here and then ladder this stone. A little bit of reading to figure that out, but hey, that's what we do in this game of Go that we play. White is nice and strong here, but again, this was me saying that white was already strong, right? That's why I attached to the stone.
Now I don't think I need to play anymore here. I think I'm alive. So let's try to play something like this. Let's destroy his territory.
Okay, interesting move. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure what this does. It does give us another target, except for the fact that white can get a free move out here as a ladder breaker. And so I almost wonder if we just capture now so that we don't have to worry about ladder breakers in the future. Or if we want to play a move like this and then when white jumps out, go and capture. I actually like that as an idea. So I'm going to play this, pressure this stone a little bit, but once he jumps out, we'll have to capture this stone to erase the Aji that's here, because this now acts as a ladder breaker, so we are absolutely going to capture.
Maybe he will play G17. G17 looks good. I don't know if it's the best one actually, but it looks good. Yeah, he played the move that I thought he would. That's a good move. Now I jump, he will probably need to capture that stone. Yeah, good. Struggle Boss has some good fundamentals. That's good. Now I will take the corner because I want to put pressure on his group here on Q16 and R14. Let's see if he's going to respond. Maybe he will respond with O16, maybe. That looks like a good move, and I think he will play it.
Okay, and then white goes and finalizes the corner. So we can already see how the game is developing. We have this corner, white has this corner, and then this large area here, and then whatever the side is here. White potentially has a weak group here, potentially has a weak group here, and they're both next to each other. So what I'm going to do in this situation is play a move that destabilizes one group with the intent of going after both. So I'm actually going to play this second line move here, which seems small, but it's just looking to debase this group so that if white needs to run out this way, we can potentially do a splitting attack between this group and these two stones. I suspect this means that white's going to play b5, which he ended up playing.
Oh no, he didn't. I think he wants to attack me. I just extend to make sure that I'm alive. Once again, I don't want to complicate two things. What I want to show you from this game is that you don't need necessarily to complicate the game just to win. You just need to follow the ideas, the main plan, right? So what I wanted to do is just create some points on the sides and destroy his influence in the center. We don't need to complicate the game for that to happen.
But this, makes this a pretty small group. So now the question is, can we find a way to attack these two stones? And I think we can. I think if we play this capping move, we can develop whatever way, we can either develop the right or develop the left. So I'm going to play this capping move as a means of attack. And it's important to know when we are attacking, we are not looking to kill stones. I'm absolutely not going to kill these two stones. The goal is just to find some profit. And so our profit is either going to be extending this corner or getting some strength and potentially points on this side. And it's kind of up to white as to which of those two things he wants to give me.
Okay, he played this move. I'm feeling like if I don't respond with an attack, he's going to get some center, some territory in the center. I think maybe with something like this, yeah, I like it. I think it's a good move. He will block me, I think.
Okay, so white is looking to run out this way. I am just going to extend. Though we do have to be a little mindful of the fact that this group is not 100% alive yet. But we can play here to threaten to connect and get 2 eyes. We can go and connect this way. I think what I'll do is I think I'm going to play here. Just stop white from moving in that direction. White will now kind of have to come down. So this gave us some strength here, which was, one of the potential options for profit.
Oh no, he played this one. Why? Is he afraid that he's going to have some problems here? I don't know. I just like to extend and get in his big center. If we both get in the center, no one is going to make points in the center, and I think that's good because I think I have a little bit more points than he has on the sides. So I like it.
White plays the Hane. I'm just going to play this exchange real quick, force some bad shape on white, force him into the empty triangle. Remember, if we had played it, it would be the power triangle, but with our opponent playing it, it is the empty triangle. So this group is now fine. This group feels fine. We kind of randomly have these 2 stones lingering. I'm going to go and play the Hane. And I think I'm going to transition into seeing if we can get something here. Of course, it's the center of the board. We're not going to get a lot, but that is fine. Okay, I think we can get away with a double Hane because we have strength on the left and strength on the right. When you have the influence, when you have the strength, you can play the more aggressive moves. And so that is what I am looking to do. Okay, so now white is looking to come out this way. That is interesting indeed. I don't think anything needs to happen here. There are going to be no points here. Let's go Tari this stone, and I suspect white is not going to let me get this. White did let me get that. I can't say no to a Panuki. I can't say no to a Panuki. Because if I can't play this because then he gets the Atari into the Atari and captures those 2 stones. So I'm just going to go and take our Panuki. I think this is totally acceptable. White needs to be careful because we can push and cut on either side. So white needs to be mindful of that. I suspect he will play something to fix this cut, maybe h16, but we will see. That works as well because if I play here, then he can go and Atari us and capture that way. So that is fine. So looking at this, we still do potentially have a weak group on the board with this group here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get in the way of where this group is trying to go and build up strength for this group this way.
Okay, this one. Okay. I have center, now I can play whatever I want, I think, yeah. Yeah, that's not a threat for me anymore. I don't think so, at least. I will extend here. Just destroy his territory and extend my territory. Doing 2 things in the same time.
And then white Tanukis that. That is interesting. I still think I have a target on my hands over here. So let's go play this and see how white wants to handle this group. He answered that really quickly. I think he probably saw this move and already had this response planned for it.
Okay, yeah, he's trying to kill me. Now I need to find a way to make 2 eyes as fast as I can.
I will extend when we get attached to. We do want to respond to that.
Oh, wow. Why? He wants to kill me here? Can he do that? I don't think he can. No, I don't think he can. Wow. Okay. I mean, he has some chances, but it's very hard for him to calculate everything here. I might protect it, but I think this this group is weaker than this one. So the principle here should be protect the one that is weaker, right? Uh, okay, let's see what. Yeah, I think this is alive for sure. Okay, let's go with this one.
So I think what's going to end up happening here is white's probably going to have to play this diagonal to threaten to break through or to go threaten to kill those two stones. These two stones, not terribly important. So if white does play something like this, I will extend. If white attaches, that could be a really interesting move. Okay. So white attaches to one of our stones. We are going to respond to this. And I think we're just going to extend here as well. I think that is fine. White has probably already formed one eye at h15, but maybe not. Yeah, I don't think we can Hane. Because then h17. So white likely has an eye here, and can probably force one by moving this way as well. So let's see how white wants to continue handling this.
Now he needs to protect somehow that piece. Okay, that's good. Usually, when you have a group and you want to make twice with it, the best idea to make twice is just make space, right? It's kind of logic, because if you have less space, it's harder for you to find a way to make ice. If you have bigger space, it's easier for you to make twice. I know that sounds very logic, but you'll be really surprised about how many players get confused about this. For example, here I just want to make twice, right? The best way is not to try to make ice now, is to extend my space, right? So with something like this, just create more space for making twice.
Okay, and so white extends there. I'm not convinced that white can get two eyes. I am not convinced that white can get two eyes. So you want to know what? I'm going to fix this little shape problem here and see how white chooses to handle this. Okay, so white chooses to handle it that way. I wonder if we just threaten to poke eyes out, if that's going to be enough. So let's go play here and threaten to poke some eyes out.
Okay, he played this one. Do I need to protect this? Not necessarily, but if I protect it, it's going to give me a little bit more space. I think I like it. Yes, I think I like it. I will play it.
Okay, he does block. So let's see if white plays here. It looks like white is probably alive now. And that is fine. Again, we were not looking to kill. So we've got some nice strength in the center now. All of our groups are alive. I think this corner is probably the next largest area. I'm going to go and attach to this stone. Go take that corner and then see if we can reduce this somehow. So let's see.
Okay, he plays somewhere else. I just protect, nothing too complicated. Because if I don't protect this one, I think he will get with S4, with something like this. So, for example, if I play somewhere else, I think he will get something like this, and now this doesn't look too good for me, right? Because he gets the entire corner and my space is reduced by a lot. That's why I played this one.
If we play here, this should be okay. And then white connects. White couldn't really do this to capture this stone, because then we Atari, and we go and capture that stone. So white's played there, we'll connect as well. And so, this game is shaping up. We can see how it's going. White's got this corner, this side, and quite a large side here. We've got a reasonably large size corner there. Nothing really much here. Nothing really much here. This center is going to get reduced to ashes. So white is likely up, because this area, I'd be willing to bet that this plus the corner are about the same size as here. And then white has this side. So let's see. So yep, we'll play this. And then, yep, that is not surprising. We will play the Atari. And then we need to fix this because there's this Atari into the capture. So which way do we want to do this? I think I just want to connect here, or do I just want to connect this? I think I can connect here. I think this will be fine.
Well, he didn't respond, so let's make sure that I'm alive in center. Always when you want to do something, you should try to find a way to do it in center. That's the best way to make twice, or to do whatever you want. Because now he needs to protect, and I connect. Now he needs somehow to protect his cats. I don't think he has a lot of choices here. Okay, he chose that one. Okay, good. And I don't think I need to play here anymore. Well, I might do actually. Because if I don't, I will say like this, I will protect it. I'm putting pieces on the board just to show you my thinking process. But I will still play it. If I play somewhere else, he will play something like this, like this, like this, like this. And now when he take away my eyes, I don't see a clearly way to make eyes. So I think it's a must for me to respond to that.
So white plays here, takes an eye away, but I think we can connect out, and so that looks to be fine. So let's go take a big move here. We're going to take b2. It's an endgame move, but it's a fairly large one. This group isn't fully alive yet, so I think that was a good move because now we could potentially look at the monkey jump. It comes in Sente now because this group isn't yet alive. So actually, let's go and do that. This should end in Sente for us because this shape is getting a little compressed now that white can't connect to c2.
Okay, that's a reducing move. I don't think it's bad actually. Now, how do I protect this? I think first one it will be this one because it's center.
Okay, so white plays this way. That is fine. We will connect here, and then white does this. That is also fine. We'll play here. Again, this was done just as an endgame reduction. We can go and play this. White has to fix this. White can take the Atari first if he wants. Does this come in Sente? It does not. This does not come in Sente. White can sacrifice that stone. So, what do we want to do here? I think we want to try to reduce this as much as we can, though I'm unsure how much we really can reduce it. But we'll play here and give white the very efficient fifth line territory.
Okay, now he's trying to make the Moyo in the center. That's a good move. Like I said, when you want to create a territory, the best way to do it is just try to find center moves. So for example, like this one. This one forces me to respond because if not, he's going to get in my territory. I have more ways to respond to that, and I think I will choose this one. I don't know if it's the best one, but it works, so we will play it.
And see, the white could push here. I suspect white will just block. I think white is ahead enough that white can just block here. But let's see. Let's see what our friend feels about it. White does push up. Well, I feel like we're pretty obligated to play here. And so I will play here. I'm curious if we can get away with this. I really want to get away with this. I need to do some reading. If I play here and he cuts, and then I Atari and extend, does the ladder gets us? No, I think I can cut here.
He might think about cutting me, but I don't think it works because I can cut him too. And I'm the stronger one here. And like I said earlier, when you are strong, you should fight. When you are weak, you should protect. Okay, let's see who's going to win this one. Okay, now I just go back. Now I have two ways. I either capture these two stones with Atari, he gets out, and then Geta. I don't know what is called in English, but in this position he can get out in any way. Or I can protect this one and protect here. I think I like this one better.
I bet I can't, but it's what I chose to do. I made this bet, I'll lie in it. So I will extend here and then extend here. There might be a a net on these stones, but then I can just push through the bottom here. Okay, so now we have to look at both nets. I think I can just extend here and it's okay. So let's just extend here and see what happens.
Okay, let's calculate it here. I might give him those two stones up if I want to, but is this working? If I play this one, he gets out. I play this one, he gets down. I play this one, he gets down. I play this one, and now he can cut me. Yeah, but this is getting very weak, this group. So I think I will try this. Even if he can cut me, I can cut him too, and this group is going to be very short on liberties and space, of course. I think this works.
Okay, that is an interesting move. Not one I was expecting. Well, it's the broken Kema. All we can do is extends. There's no other move to play here. Okay, so if we extend here, then he extends, then we extend, he extends, we cut. I mean, I can't play this. That's just a complete disaster. So you want to know what? We made this bed. We are lying in it. We're gonna have our friend show us what went wrong here. So let's see. Oh yeah. If I play there, what happens if I play here? We lose the corner. That's what happens if I play there. You know, these things happen. These things happen, guys. Let's go and play this. Was this a good trade? Probably not. Was it a fun trade? Yeah. We got to do some good fighting. And fighting is fun. I like fighting. I bet our friend likes fighting too. Do you like fighting? Do you like fighting? I bet you do. I bet you do.
Yes, I like it.
Well, we can go do this. Can we do this? We cannot do this. If we play here, he Ataris us and we capture, and it's sad times. Sad times. So we must connect. We must connect. And connect we shall. And our friend plays there, so he's all connected up. Our sad little group is dead here, and that's okay. That's okay. Let's go play big endgame moves. This is a big endgame move. Can we play here? We can play here, and so we will. We will play here. So backing it up a little bit, we can see that, you know, when I was talking about attacking this group and getting strength in the center, this was what I was hoping for, right? Did I know that this was going to happen? No, but but this is what we set up. This is what we set up with that attack. Okay. We can play here because then he can't cut because of that. So we can play this. Of course, when he pulls back, we need to connect. I think we live if he cuts. If we play here. Yeah, let's play here. I think this works. So let's go here. Threatens the cut, and then we can go here. And he's gotta be a little careful too because he doesn't have two eyes yet. I mean, it's not hard for him to get two eyes, but he doesn't have two eyes yet. I mean, he pretty much does. He just has to play P16. Okay, guys, he has two eyes. He has two eyes. Okay, fine. He has got two eyes. Okay, so I think we can threaten to connect, or should we just go get our eyes? Let's go threaten to connect first. And am I dead? Am I dead? Did I just die? I may have just died, team. I may have just died. But let's see. Let's see what happens. That'd be really sad. It'd be really sad if I died. I don't want to die. Okay, so what happens if we play this little guy right here? He gets that. So we can play here. And now we've got two eyes, and we Atari this. We're alive in Gote. Isn't that fun? Living in Gote is so good. That's how you win games, guys. How do you win games? Live in Gote. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we knew this wasn't going to end too well here. But okay, so we go. But at least we got the corner. At least we got the corner. Okay, these two stones are not important. They just aren't. So I'm not going to do anything about that. I'm going to go reduce here. And then I'm going, let's see, if I go here and he Ataris and I connect, he plays here. That doesn't look too good, actually. I don't like how that looks. Do I have to play the power triangle? I might have to play the power triangle, team. I have to play the power triangle. Okay, look, no, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is an empty triangle. This one is an empty triangle. There's nothing powerful about this one. This one's just made of sadness and regret. Let's see. Can we get away with the empty triangle? I think we can here as well. We've got enough liberties. These two stones are dead. Yeah, we should be fine. Should be fine. Okay. Now he's looking to make us dead here. If we play here, it turns into... Does it even turn into Ko? I don't know. If we play here and he plays here, we do this. Yeah, it turns into Ko. So we can just play here, and we are alive. Okay, and white looks to reduce here. That is fine. We will block. And we're pretty much just in endgame at this point in time. So we need to be a little careful because there's a cut here, then a cut here and here. There's a cut here. So we might just want to connect or just bamboo joint or just do this. I think connecting, can we just block here? Yeah, I think we are fine with this move. Yep, that's pretty good. I think just playing here is fine. Not too much left to do with Sensei on this board. We can play some exchanges here. We can connect. We can play this Atari. B3 is pretty big. I guess B3 is probably the move. Well, now connecting is the move. We will connect. And we will connect here. Okay. Let's see. This doesn't do anything. Let's go and take this Atari. That way black can't, or white can't play here freely. And we probably want to protect this. Or is this bigger? I think we want to protect this. Okay, well, this looks problematic. I'm not gonna lie. We're going to take the cut, and then we're going to take the Atari.
Yeah, I don't think nothing works here for me. But it might be interesting. Let's see. Let's see if I can find something here. It looks dangerous for him.
Oh, this doesn't look good, team. This does not look good. I'm going to bamboo joint. What's funny is I was about to resign because I pushed the score estimate button and saw that I was down by about 20. But we might as well embrace the chaos that's about to happen here, because this is clearly all sorts of trouble, and I want to see where this goes. I want to see what kind of trouble we're gonna get in here, because this doesn't look good. Man, is there really something here? That'd be amazing. That would be amazing if there's actually something here. Let's see. Do we need to play this? Let's play this. Is this good? Does this get us there? This might be better just to take away the liberty. Yeah, let's do this to take away the liberty. I think that's what needs to happen, because now if he Atari's at L7, okay, so we capture, and he plays there. Okay. So if we connect here, he captures these two. Let's play here and see what happens. Okay. That's fun, isn't it? So we can Atari this. And I think that's what we have to do. I think we have to Atari this. And then do we have to bamboo joint? Or just connect outright? Let's just connect outright. Gives us more liberties this way. Okay, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties, and he has 3. So I'm going to reduce him to 2 liberties. I didn't want him to be able to play a move like L9 and force the issue. Get more liberties potentially. So this was a good way to force us to capture this, because now, as he removes these liberties, we have to capture that. So for the sake of time, I am going to resign now. I assume White got a few more points out of this exchange, so he's probably up by about 24 or so. Fun game, but this is where this one ends. So we have to throw in the sad towel. There we go. Give him a thank you for the game.
Wow, he's strong. Oh, he resigned. Okay, so I was ahead by 15 points. That's not a lot. He played very well. So actually, congrats. Good, very well. Wow. Like I said, the only thing I would improve on Struggle Boss play is just try to find more center. So for example, when he played this one I think is too slow. If he would have played something like this, I think, or not this necessarily, but I don't know, something like this. You know, just try to find a way to make your territory in center. Don't play goddess. Goddess are bad, but that's the only difference I think between one Dan and him. Otherwise, I think he plays very good. I'm glad about that.
So this was a fun game. This was pretty dynamic. The AI graph, makes it look not too bad. There was a point where White was well ahead. He probably let me back into the game a little bit, and that is fine. That is his right as the stronger player to keep the game more interesting. So I'd like to thank my opponent for playing us today. I'd like to thank you guys for watching this one, and hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy this series. But anyway, that is where we will leave this one. Thank you guys for taking another ride in the struggle bus. Where everyone sent a triangle. Have a good one, guys.